San Antonio. It's Ken Carter with the 446 home team at Keller Williams Heritage here in San Antonio. And I'm here with Alicia Epperson with Guaranteed Rate.
Hi.
And we're bringing you our Tuesday Talk. And this week, you brought a really cool story that's going around San Antonio. It's called, my note says the Nuff.
The Nuff. So we could probably spend the whole segment talking about why HEB is so great for Texas, right? Yes. So something that they've done is they've partnered with this family that has produced a book called The Nuff, and it was actually written by a mom who passed away from breast cancer, and right before she passed away, she wrote this book for her two small daughters. And after she passed away, her husband had it published, but the message behind it is to be brave, to accept yourself for who you are,
right.
To overcome adversity. And when you feel broken, you're more than enough. So the message is awesome. And HEB has signed on like over 300 stores
Wow.
to carry the book and accept donations for the book, because what they want to do here in San Antonio is actually donate this book to several schools in town.
That would be awesome. HEB is a great partner for San Antonio.
Oh yeah, there's many things I could brag about with
So,
HEB.
so they're taking donations for used books there. So if you have some used books, I know I've got little kids all the way down to 8 for myself, and we've got books galore. And so it's a great place to donate. Pick up the book, The Nuff, because everybody's enough. I agree with that. I was wondering because I didn't prepare. I just you were going to talk about
we
this.
never prepare for these, but no.
And I was curious what The Nuff was. So I love it. It's a great title. So go to HEB, support HEB, donate some books, pick up the book.
Yes, it's amazing. But so speaking about schools,
Yes.
You mentioned something might be taking place in Alamo Heights,
So
which
Alamo Heights
is one of the better rated school districts in our town.
Yes, and it's my school district. I've got 2 children that have graduated there, and I've got 2 in the district now, 1 going into high school. So this is important to me as far as, but it's interesting. They've changed their grading policy, and what I didn't know is in Texas, there's not a uniform grading policy for the whole state.
Right.
Not even by city. It's really by the districts that and Alamo Heights found that even their teachers had different policies almost within the school.
Right.
So they've created a uniform grading policy that allows you to have a second chance, which is interesting. If you don't get, if your first time you go through the class or take a test, you don't get the grade that you are expecting to or want, or you have an opportunity to go back and try again. But it's with some caveats. It's not just willy-nilly, keep trying. A lot of people think that it's you try until you get the grade that you want and then you're great. It's very specific. If you, on each grade, you sign a contract with a teacher. It's with a specific teacher. You sign a contract. You have to do additional work to relearn the content.
Okay.
And then you accept the final grade. Whatever grade you get at that point, you have to accept.
Okay.
So
do you agree with this?
I'm not opposed to it.
Okay.
As someone who has seen a lot of people struggle and not get things the first time,
right?
Even within my own family, because learning is more difficult for some kids than other kids, and it's not that they don't ever get the content and understand it. It just may take a week longer. And at the end of the day, for me, if they get the content, they get the content.
Right. So here's my thought,
Yes.
in which I totally see your side. If there's like a learning disability and you're just struggling,
Yep.
total sense, right?
Yep.
But what about the kids that are just lazy and don't want to study and don't want to do the work?
Yep.
And here they are knowing that there's going to be grace, there's going to be a second chance, and then they can just make it up. Because as grown-ups,
100%.
do we get second chances?
Yeah.
At work?
We do. Absolutely we do.
Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't.
And
Though
sometimes
we blow a big presentation, we lose clients, bad things happen. So
well, it's a transition year. And so I'm sure they're gathering data and trying to make sure that it's a good program and the right program.
Right.
I think to solve that, a great solution would be that since you do have to sign a contract with a teacher, if that teacher thinks you're just a lazy son of a gun, don't sign a contract with them.
Exactly.
So if you're not going to do your work, you don't get a second chance. But if you've done the work, Because it may not just be learning disabilities.
Tried.
It may be athletes that have a lot of practices and
True.
games and have time away and just need some extra time again.
Very
There's
true.
so many different options though, or reasons, but we'll see.
It's interesting.
It's interesting
For
to
sure.
look at and see what happens.
And I'm all for shaking things up and
We
trying
need to do
things.
something.
Yeah.
Like everybody talks about doing something. At least they're doing something.
Yes. So what's really interesting about this is because Alamo Heights is, one of the top rated school districts in town. This is what people look for when they purchase a home.
Absolutely.
When someone comes to me to get pre-approved for a home loan, or for you to start the home search, if you're a parent, one of the first questions is, well, I want to be where the best school district is or the best athletic program is. So it's super important for us in our industry to know what's going on in our city, especially within our schools.
And for you as a consumer and a citizen of the city to know what's going on. So hopefully we brought you some good information. We look forward to talking to you next week.